Hi, Docs. Doug Grant here. Welcome to another episode of Holistic Professional Success. Today we're going to be talking about some new statistics that just came out based on the pandemic's uneven effect on consumer spending and how that affects your patients and how it should affect your clinic. Let's check it out. Hi everyone, as I mentioned, today we're going to be really focusing in on this study that just came out that reports how patients and other consumers are spending their money and how they're going about life now versus 9 months ago. We're in December of 2020 and it looks like that there's really not going to be a large change in sight as far as how people are spending their money, whether vaccines come out, not come out, whether they're effective, whether they're not, whether we get through this flu season and, there's less of a worry with the hospitals being filled up, all those things, no matter which side you're on, it looks like we're going to be in this for a bit. And I don't think any of us thought that 9 months ago that we would be sitting here in this position. So I say that because it's important to understand that the studies that we're getting now, that the statistics of how our patients, how the consumers are reacting, how they're spending their money, what they're looking for is very critical. Now, we made some podcasts and we've done some seminars and talked about, even back in July, about what needs to happen now and the focus on personal relationships and building relationships of trust with patients and the importance of that. And all of that's really panning out. We're finding out that if the clinics that did those things and really started working more one-on-one with the patients, not just one-on-one physically, but one-on-one through emails, one-on-one through some webinars and podcasts, anything you could do to be in front of your patient without them to take more time from you. In other words, hitting a bunch of them at one time for 5 minutes work, being able to hit all your patient base, that the ones that are doing that really paying off, really building their practice and keeping the patients they've had in the past, even ones that aren't coming, still coming to them and keeping them front of mind. But separate from that, separate from the building the relationships with the patients, what this new study, this new statistical study shows is that where are patients spending their money? When they're opening their wallet and they're helping to, provide money for a service or a product to improve their health, how are they doing that versus before the pandemic? And so here's what we know. The statistic will be pulled up right here on the slide right behind me, and you'll see that pandemic's uneven effect on consumer spending really shows that if you go back to January, it was about an even spending between goods and services. In other words, people coming in and getting adjustments, people coming in and getting massage, people getting services in the health field, mainly those things, but outside, like even plumbers, things like that, service businesses. But as far as health is concerned, one-on-one trainers, one-on-one physical therapists, chiropractors, naturopaths, truly providing a service to your patient and them giving you the money was even with the patient purchasing a good, a supplement, a pillow for their neck, things that they actually take and that they have physically in their hands, whether it's consumable like a supplement or it's something, any type of massager or anything like that they're going to be able to have for a long time. So that's what a goods is that, and that's the yellow or the gold line. Now what we saw was that the goods never dropped down lower than the service that's provided, but the services income, in other words, the patient's paying for services, paying for you, giving them counseling and adjustments and all those things, has dropped them tremendously back in April. And up till September, they're making a little bit of a climb back. And I just pulled some statistics before this podcast, and it's going back down again, obviously with the second wave here in December of 2020. But the important thing for this podcast is for you to realize the uneven effect that's happened and that's not getting better. If anything, it might get a little worse for the next little while, and maybe it'll come back to where it is about right now, but we don't see that getting better for a while. And what I mean for a while is the best information that I could get in speaking to experts in the field and ones that helped with the stats was close to a year. And that's like an optimistic view. So even if we cut that in half and said everything went great and for whatever reason, things went away and, the consumers and your patients went back to basic mindset they had before, that we're still looking at least 6 months, but probably longer than that. So what does that mean? That means that your patients, that people wanting to improve their health, are looking more to things that they can take without having to go get services done, that they're scared of that. Not saying that they don't trust that, but they're scared of that for whatever reason. And we have to understand that. So the two things that we need to do is, one, provide an extremely safe environment for people to take advantage of the services that you have. And that is by respecting what people want to do. And here at our office, we have, going on close to 50 staff in a building. And we respect anyone's choice. If they want to wear a mask, wear a mask. There's no shaming. They don't want to wear a mask, they don't have to wear a mask, no shaming. They want a social distance, we'll make sure we find a way to have them social distance, whatever position they have within the company. And luckily, down in production, we run the IQ Air. It's purer than the intensive care units, and they have to be masked up in the production, obviously, of making the formulas. But in all the other areas of the company, we're allowing the human spirit and the being able to be adults to prevail based on good, solid knowledge and education that we provide, and we don't shame anyone for what choice they make. And so we provide that atmosphere for them. Some of you in your clinics maybe need to go a little bit more and basically protect and give the ability to everyone feel comfortable no matter what, and whatever it takes, like with everyone wearing masks and doing things. So that's up to you in your clinic. The point is, number one, provide an environment that your patients feel comfortable in and they feel safe to be there, because you have to do everything you can to keep your services going. But if you take a look at the uneven effect on your patients' spending, we have to make sure that you're providing goods to them. You're providing things that are tangible, because that's where they're putting more of their money. And how would that look within a clinic? Obviously, anything that we can do from massagers, anything we can do from things to help with the spine, whether it be cervical, lumbar, thoracic, with the pillows, anything that we can do in type of support, especially if you're a chiropractor, it's going to be something you want to make sure you do and you have, but also specifically in things that are consumable. So consumable items, obviously from our standpoint, my background is going to be in the supplement area, being able to do that. But maybe you provide some things also for like certain foods. In our area here, we have a really special form of mesquite honey here in the desert that is phenomenal, that people utilize, and things like that, that you have some reason for people to have your services, that they can call, that they go on the website, do whatever, and it can be set out for them, and they pay for it through whatever you have, Stripe, anything that you have to be able to do that. So if they don't even, it can be touchless. That I need you to think outside the box. So this podcast is really for this reason, is one, help you understand the true stats. And that is that your patients and consumers are buying more goods right now, and they're scared of services. We need to provide those. Make sure you provide those. Docs, this is the time to really get on making recommendations and nutrient recommendations off of direct script, off of things to where you're sending the email and the patient purchases that product and it's sent direct to them, and they don't have to have contact, and you're able to still help the patient improve their health and not have to the patient worry about any of these issues. And no matter how they feel, without you trying to change their feelings, they're able to take advantage of the goods that you have. So what are those things? Those are supplements, using direct script, things like that. So it's contactless, that can be sent to them. Having other things in your clinic that are goods, whether it be foods or specialty items for nutrition, that also could be sold that way or provided in a way that it's very little contact with them. Making sure that you have things that are items that they could use to be able to improve their posture, improve their energy, improve their strength at home trainers, bands, things like that you can sell them that they can do even at home while they're going through this time that they're not using your services as much and getting back to that. Highly recommend that you take a look at your clinic right now and say, what goods do we have that we believe in completely that will help our patients' health, and how are we promoting them? And making sure that you have a system to do that. If you need help on the supplement side, please get hold of Optimal Health Systems, from using the direct script on your phone and your tablets to questionnaires, all kinds of things we can help with. Get with the companies you trust on the other items, with the supports and that. Make sure you have them available, that you advertise them, that you help your patients be able to take advantage of what they're wanting. And they're wanting, based on the statistics, more goods right now. So take it to heart. Don't fight the system. Work with the system. Work with where your patients and the consumers are at. Provide the ability for them to be able to take advantage of that and their mindset and feel comfortable as things come back and they see that they can really trust your services at a higher level and come back to that and be able to build up. So please take advantage of what's going on. We'll keep you updated on the latest statistics so that you can adjust within your clinics to be able to be successful. And we can accomplish this. We can truly do this and be able to grow in the situation right now and grow at a great level if we adapt. Don't fight the system. See what's going on and adapt with it. We just do it one bite at a time, and every day keep chewing. Take care.